must be a strong voice for people with disabilities. I gave up on my career and work as a PhD in music because I believe in my son. He's 20-year-old, he's a great artist. He had exhibit with art gallery in Hillsburg. And I would be very encouraged if my work with my son will be raised up to $15 per hour as workers of Target or Safeway or so on. Because I consider my work is as much important as the workers of Target or Safeway. And my son is a very talented artist. One day he can make his own living selling his own artwork. We need a support, but I don't ask only for support. Many people in this condition were people like Abraham Lincoln in the same condition like my son. Michael Jackson, Thomas Edison, Van Gogh, Albert Einstein, and some guys who are still alive. People with disabilities like President Roosevelt during World War II, Pablo Picasso, Mozart, and many others. My son is have potentially the same ability like all these people. He is a great artist. He was winning chess games in Berkeley and San Francisco. So just giving me more support instead of me going to work for the Target, I would like to give hope for my son, for his future. This would be a great thing to do.
Thank you so much. Soledad, Flores, and Noemi Vargas. Thank you.
Mi nombre es Soledad Flores y estoy cuidando a mi papá. El salario que me da no me ajusta porque solo me pagaban 4 horas. Tiene un año que le cortaron el pie a mi papá, tiene cáncer y solo trabajo para él. Y no es justo. 11.65 no es justo. Necesitamos que nos aumenten, pues la renta nos han subido mucho, $200 más por mes. Y con 11.65 no vamos a alcanzar, con perdón de ustedes, ni para los calzones. Gracias.
Her name is Aida Flores. She cares for her father, who is her consumer. She only gets 4 hours a day for her father. He recently had to lose his foot, basically, and she's still providing care for him. And at $11.65, she says, it's just not enough. Her rent went up by $200 a month, and so she's not able to really be against meat anymore. And so she's saying, at $11.65, she says, excuse my words I'm going to use, she says, but I don't even have enough money to buy my undergarments anymore. So it's just important for you to support us, because $11.65 is not enough.
Johnny Vargas, followed by Monica Moran.
Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Noemi Vázquez. Yo cuido a mi mamá. Ella se llama Rosario Romero. Tiene 94 años. Ella padece mucho de sus huesos. Sus rodillas no le funcionan bien, su brazo. Entonces yo me llamo Noemi Vázquez, pero ahora me dicen Zoila, porque hago la comida, lavo trastes, lavo el baño, tiendo la cama, la cambio a ella, la desguizo también en las noches. Ella le pegan calambres, no dormimos tranquilos. Soy la que la llevo al doctor por la medicina, arreglo el departamento, limpio su cama, su ropa. 3 horas y media son las que me pagan. Y es muchísimo el trabajo que yo pongo para ellas. Mi madre, yo sé, aunque no me pagaran nada, pero ¿de qué me voy a mantener? ¿Con qué me voy a ayudar yo para pagar renta, para pagar biles, para ayudarnos mutuamente? Entonces también les pido un aumento para mí, para todos que estamos en esta situación. Por favor, gracias.
Gracias.
This is Noemi Vasquez. She's a home care worker. taking care of her mother, who's 94 years old. She says that the mother is constantly in pain, her bones hurt, everything aches, and she has to do everything for her, change her clothes, bathe her, cook, clean. She does everything for her mother, and at nights it's very difficult because she's constantly in pain, and so she's having difficulty sleeping. And at 1165, it's not enough to pay her bills. And again, she said, she's my mother, I understand I have a responsibility to do this work for her, but I only get 3.5 hours a day with her, and I also need to have enough funds to support myself and support my family. So I'm asking on behalf of herself, her mother, and everybody here today, and other workers, that we need to raise the wage from 1165. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Monica Moran, followed by Laura Higgins.
Hello, I'm Monica Mora, and I'm an IHSS counselor for a gentleman who's on a check. He receives 283 hours a month because he needs 24-hour non-medical care. So with that being said, I will mostly work overnight shifts, which pay about $10 an hour because he privately pays me outside of IHSS. So it'd be wonderful if my IHSS wage went up to $15 an hour. And I just did the math, and at 283 hours a month at $15 an hour, it actually comes out to $4,284. And a long-term care facility in Sonoma County starts at $5,000 a month. So if you brought the four of us up to $15 an hour, it would still save you money instead of putting the gentleman
Thank you, Monica. Laura Higgins, followed by Michael Goldstein.
Hi, I'm Laura Higgins. For the last 4 years, my mom's been living with me. And yes, 1165 is not enough. Sorry about this, but I'm being emotional for these people here. In about a month, I'll have my father-in-law living with me as well. I actually had in-home support services come in to help me because I have to work outside to make a decent living as myself to support my family. And it is difficult because when you see your mother or even a father-in-law going downhill and you can't give them proper care because you can't give yourself the proper care because you're not getting enough money to pay your DMV, your insurance, put food on the table, the medication that is required for some of the family members as well. Just to put clothes on your back or put a roof over your head, especially in Sonoma County, with the economy going up, it is very difficult to live on 1165. $15 would help tremendously for so many people, everybody in this room and out there in Sonoma County, throughout the U.S. And even $15 is not really enough, but it's better than 1165. Thank you.
Thank you. Michael Goldstein, followed by Luz Maria Cisneros Diaz. Michael, are you here?
Yes, right here.
Okay, here you come.
Here I come with Perry. He's my stepson, and he's been disabled since 1992. He had anoxia-encephalopathy of a brain injury. Can't do anything. So I'm here because I'm appealing to the wage, and that not only do we need an increase in wages so that we can have a living wage, but by raising the wage, you're going to increase the quality of the workers. And certainly with an aging population and so many disabled people, you need quality people. Now, you can sit right there. There you go. Okay, cool, thanks. So, I don't know how this works, whether this comes out of your budget and you can't afford to give us any money, but certainly by raising the rate, you'll get more qualified workers, and that will certainly help. If all of the disabled people that you have in this county suddenly didn't have any caregivers, I mean, what would you do? You'd have to put them, he would have to be in the skilled nursing home because he can't wash himself, he can't do anything for himself. And I think that expense would be, would break the budget for sure. So I'm appealing to your humanity. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. Good job.
Luz Maria Cisnero Diaz. Luz, are you here? There you are. Followed by Matt Myers.
Don't make the cradle. We did a good job. No, they like you.
Muy buenas tardes a todos.
That was great. I don't know.
Para pedirles, rogarles un aumento de sueldo que sea justo para todos nosotros, porque la verdad es un trabajo muy pesado. Creo que todos sabemos lo que estamos pasando y bueno, pues me gustaría que lo pensaran y que nos dieran un sueldo mejor. Gracias.
Gracias.
This is Luz Maria. She's taking care of her son who's special needs, and as you have all probably experienced now, she says, or understand, this work is very difficult work. It's very challenging work. It's hard work. And 1165 is just simply not enough. And so she's also asking and begging to please raise the wage so that you can help these workers and these consumers as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Matt Myers, followed by Gail Outlaw.
Good afternoon, Matt Myers here with North Bay Tribes of Justice. And I'm speaking on behalf of the Living Wage Coalition. First, I'd like to express appreciation for you for your effort to raise the wage of the Blue Sky ordinance from $13 an hour to $15 an hour, and to include phasing in nonprofits. But since you left a hole in the Blue Sky ordinance that's so large, it made it too difficult for us to support the ordinance. It's just not making a difference enough to assist low-income workers. By excluding about 4/5 of the workers, the low-wage workers connected with the county, by not tying the wage to the CPI, by not including recovery of lawyers' fees, attorneys' fees, in enforcing the ordinance, by not including responsible bidder, and giving the county administrator the ability to waive hardship cases for businesses. Essentially, the ordinance, it doesn't have, it's not very effective, and it's perhaps one of the weakest ordinances ever considered. The Fight for 15 national movement targets home care workers, specifically 6 out of 10 of the fastest growing occupations in the U.S. Pay less than $15 an hour. Home care is one of those, and home care is the fastest growing of all those occupations. Our coalition is united in our insistence, including home care in the ordinance. We're aware that Bruce Harlan, the attorney for SEIU UHW, sent a letter to you explaining why it's legal to include home care in the ordinance. This is a significant, critical moment in U.S. history. The Fight for 15 is spreading across the nation. We hope that you will have provide courageous leadership and put yourself on the right side of history. And finally, we hope, against hope, that you will include home care workers in the living wage ordinance, or at least a path for 15. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Followed by Angelica Alleman.
I'm Gail Outlaw. I live in San Rosa. My daughter's a home care worker, and she works 5.5 hours a day, 5 days a week for $11.65, which is not enough to live on. She lives at home where she's taking care of a friend of ours.